Hey swimmers, I'm super excited to announce that we have finally brought the SwimSmooth Guru's patented stroke insights technology to a whopping 84 different Garmin devices, both new and you'll be pleased to know some old ones too. In line with our ethos of providing a great swim training platform packed full of all our industry-leading methodology to help you improve your swimming at the cost of around about $2 per month, all on the device you already own. Yes, there's no extra equipment required here, just what you already use day to day. Now, our Garmin users will be able to experience the same thing that their Apple Watch buddies have been enjoying for several years now. In fact, this is without a doubt our most requested feature update, and one which we've been working tirelessly on to bring to fruition. You might be thinking, why has this taken so long? And the short answer is that whilst we've supported Garmin devices and been able to analyze your Garmin data at a very, very fine granular level within the Guru since way back in 2016, it's only been due to a very recent firmware update to how Garmin allow access to their gyroscopic and accelerometer data that has allowed us to bring this cool feature to all Garmin users. And what better time for that than over this Black Friday / Cyber Monday / festive Thanksgiving period, which also happens to coincide with our 20th anniversary, if you can believe that. You can probably tell I'm a tad excited about this one. In this video, I'm going to help answer 3 simple questions. Number 1, how does the Guru's Stroke Insights work and what improvements can you expect? 2, how do you set the Guru up with your Garmin device? And 3, what do I personally prefer, Apple or Garmin, when using the Guru for my own swimming? So number 1, how does it all work? Well, your smartwatch has tiny sensors inside called accelerometers and gyroscopes. The accelerometer tracks motion by detecting changes in speed and direction, like when you swing your arm while swimming. The gyroscope adds another layer measuring rotation and orientation, helping the watch understand your movement in 3D space. Together, the accelerometers and gyros allow us to give you a visual representation of your stroke after each swim and provide feedback on how to improve, something that we call stroke insights. So revolutionary is this technology that I don't mind boasting that we were awarded a patent for it just last year. Probably the most frequently asked questions we get asked about stroke insights is how can it work on both arms when you only wear one watch? Do you need to get 2 watches to make it work? Just switch the watch from one wrist over onto the other midway through a training swim or after 400 or 500 meters without the need to press any buttons, and we'll do all the hard work in the background for you. Just make sure you do us one favor though. Make sure you wear your watch the right way up when you switch it over. Just this week, I've been working with pro triathlete Penny Slater, who finished 7th at the Nice Ironman World Championships recently. And the amount of technique improvement she's been able to make in a very short space of time through a combination of video analysis and then having the Guru provide stroke insights on her key areas, namely for Penny her catch and pull through, has been transformational. She's just had a great swim down at the Busselton 70.3 Pro Series in some terrible conditions, and I dare say she's going to be using the Guru now to continue to refine her weakest discipline, the swim, for 2025 and beyond. Now, the second question you're probably wondering is, which Garmin watch will the SwimSmooth Guru work on, and how to get it all set up? Well, that's the easy part. If you're an iPhone user and already have a Garmin Connect account, and your device is one of those supported on our list of 84 different Garmin devices, both new and old, just go to the App Store and search for SwimSmooth and download the Guru app from there. Create yourself a free 7-day account to give you access to our premium routine level. That's the one that costs around about $2 a month when you choose to continue with us, and of course we hope you will. Next, click on the Progress tab within the SwimSmooth Guru app. It's sort of like our homepage. And in the top right-hand corner, just click on the Settings cog, and under Device and Connections, just follow the prompts to connect your Garmin Connect account. Now, open your Garmin Connect app, hit the More button, that's the one with a few dots down at the bottom, in the bottom right-hand corner and select the Connect IQ store. And also search for the Garmin Companion app using Swim Smooth as your prompt. Follow the instructions to download the Swim Smooth Guru app on your Garmin device. Now, just be sure to use the Guru app on your watch every time you swim, and then view your analysis within the Guru, either on the Guru app itself on your iPhone or on your desktop or laptop by visiting swimsmooth.guru when you get to the office or back home, of course. Personally, I prefer seeing all the data on a lovely large juicy screen. If you don't have an iPhone and your Garmin device is supported on the list, you just need to create yourself a free 7-day account on swimsmooth.guru, which you can access on your mobile device, laptop, or desktop. And then under your avatar in the top right, click Connections and follow the same process to connect your existing Garmin Connect account. And then the exact same process for downloading the SwimSmooth Guru watch app to your Garmin device. And if you don't have a Garmin device or yours isn't supported, why not jump to swimsmooth.com/Garmin, where we've prepared a summary of our top 10 favorite Garmin devices with a little information about each one and ranked in cost order. There's such a massive number of Garmins available on the market, so hopefully narrowing down these to 10 will help you. Personally, I've been testing the Guru on the Garmin Forerunner 965, but there are options both cheaper and more expensive to suit your budget and taste. So the third and final question then is, which do I prefer, Apple or Garmin? Well, I wanted to include this point, especially for those of you who either have neither device and are maybe considering buying one, or are maybe fortunate enough to have both and want to know which one performs best within the Guru. I've certainly had a lot of very funny looks lately when swimming with both and testing both of them simultaneously, and I'm well versed to answer this question. So let's start like this. Undoubtedly, Garmin devices are way more popular than Apple Watches when it comes to serious fitness enthusiasts, possibly like yourself, triathletes, and even the pros as well. And this is for very good reason, I found out. The batteries on Garmin last way longer than on an Apple Watch. Just last week, I did a 20-kilometer marathon swimming race, and after just 12 kilometers of swimming, probably around about 3 hours, my fully charged Apple Watch 8 was already completely dead. As such, I got no useful data from that swim at all. I might as well not have tried to sneak it into the race in the first place. Now, I could have splurged twice the price for an Apple Watch Ultra with its better battery life, but even then, I'd still be worried if it would last. And the whole reason I like using the standard Apple Watch is that its form factor is nice and small and it's very, very light, almost like you're not wearing anything. For battery life, though, the Garmin wins hands down. Now, I'm also a set and forget kind of guy when I'm in the pool. I like to use the trusty Finis Tempo Trainer to ensure I'm swimming at the right pace and don't need to use the pool clock or look at a watch and press buttons repeatedly to know I'm on track. In many ways, if the Tempo Trainer could record my swim data, I wouldn't use a watch at all, but then I wouldn't get the stroke insights from the Guru either. There's no real usable function on an Apple Watch to get your live splits as you swim, at least not one that doesn't involve painfully slow and awkward swipes of the screen with wet fingers. So I rely upon a combination of the beeper and my watch to track my swims. Apple is very good at working out when I'm resting between intervals, so long as those intervals are more than 10 seconds, which they aren't very often, and otherwise it'll clump, say, 10 times 50 meters on an RM5 cycle, that's 5 seconds rest at threshold pace, as a continuous 1,000 meter swim, which is not ideal. Garmin's auto rest feature is even less reliable than Apple's, so we haven't included it with this release for two specific reasons. Number one, most Garmin users I found like using the buttons and using the accuracy by pressing the lap button after every interval, and then being able to see this data immediately, so we focused on improving that feature. And number two, given our access to the gyros and accelerometers together with our patented algorithms, we will be continually refining our interpretation of the unlimited motion data that we can collect continuously from Garmin devices to present you with super accurate interval lap data that betters Apple's limited motion data and allows this same set and forget experience that Apple users enjoy. The point is, how you like to use your smartwatch when swimming is very much down to your own personal preference and experience, and we try to both honor that as well as providing a future pathway to try it in an enhanced way too. Finally, a quick note about stroke insights themselves. We've been able to sample data with the Apple Watch at twice the frequency of Garmin devices, just simply because of how the two devices collect data. What this means is that I'd typically recommend swimming for twice as long with a Garmin watch than with an Apple to get the most accurate picture of your stroke technique. This might be the difference between 200 meters and 400 meters, for example. If you swim with both devices, you might see some discrepancy in the data you get back from each due to this frequency of collection. However, in testing, we found them to be very comparable, and from session to session, with a singular consistent device, you'll get some great insight. Yeah, pun intended. So to conclude then, my favorite experience in the pool is currently with my trusty Apple Watch 8, as long as I remember to charge it. But for longer open water swims, is undoubtedly my Garmin 965. And we'd love to see you on the Swim Smooth Guru checking out Stroke Insights. Thanks for now.